Hey, look at the elephant. He's got a long, bumpy trunk. He's also kind of gray, and he's got lots of wrinkles. Big, floppy ears. Also notice the shape of his body's kind of based on a simple circle shapes. He's got toenails. He moves slow. Also, look at how he's swinging his trunk and his tail, too. What a magnificent beast. No wonder the Republican Party uses it to represent themselves. Don't they make great pets? How'd you like to feed him every day? No, thank you. Okay, now it's time to draw an elephant. Well, you see what I have down here is just the basic shapes of an elephant. I have a big circle for his body, a little circle for his little teeny brain, and a trunk here, and a couple of little legs, and his ears here. All right, so now I've done that in pencil. So what you want to do is get a marker or some sort of ink and come in here and put in some details after those basic forms have been established. I'd like to start on the face, so let's go in here. And give this elephant some eyeballs. And a couple of wrinkles under his eyes. All right. Now we can let's put in his little head here. And we'll put in a couple little hairs up there. And what I've noticed from watching and looking at elephants is that they have a lot of bumps on the top of their trunk here. Well, that's kind of fun to do. Oh boom, oh boom, oh boom, boom. And on the bottom side, they really don't have too many bumps. Maybe a couple. There we go. Now, to indicate that these are bumpy, what I'm going to do is put in a couple of wrinkles. Notice I'm putting the wrinkles where the bump ends. And this indicates that this form goes round like that, comes closer towards you and farther away, and ends like that. And down here, I can just make it darker. There, that looks pretty good. Well, let's see now. What could I do next? Okie doke. Well, All right. I know, we need to shade the trunk here. So let's say the light source is coming from up here. We've got like the sun up here, and that'll cast a shadow on all the objects. So we have a trunk here, which is kind of rounded. So what you want to do, come over on this side, away from the light, and make it darkest. Put in a lot of lines, and put fewer and fewer as you get closer to this light source. And that makes that object appear like it's going around there. Now I'm going to put in the tusk. And we can put this tusk in too. And we've used overlapping here. Overlapping means you have this line here as in front of the tusk. I didn't continue to draw the tusk out here because this tusk is behind the trunk. And that's what this line indicates, that this is behind this trunk here. All right. Now, we can put some more shading in here. Make this appear rounded here. And this serves a dual purpose, putting in shading here. You see, it makes this appear rounded, and also we put black back behind white, this tusk here, and it makes the tusk pop out. When you put dark back behind the light, it makes that light object come closer to you. It makes it easier to tell where it is. We can put a little shading down here too. Just a little bit. Maybe here too. All right. Well, I don't know. Let's put a mouth down here. There's going to be a lot of shading down here because all this stuff will cast a shadow. Yeah, shading's just that simple. It's as easy as that. Just think about the light source and figure out where a shadow is going to be, or to make objects appear more real. Boy, look at that big honker on that fella. I bet he can really blow his nose. Notice something else too. I made the trunk taper. That means it gets skinnier towards the bottom. Notice things like that when you're drawing an animal. It's not all the same thickness all the way around. It gets skinnier as you get towards the end of the trunk there. I guess you could eat a peanut and go all the way up there. It gets easier as he swallows. All right. Well, what can we put in next? How about we put in the, let's put the ear in. Oh, that's kind of loopy. Can follow that around. Ooh, look at that. Oh, we can put a couple of hairs on the ear. And since the light source is coming from up here, we can put in some little shadow from the ear. Would cast onto his body there. All right, that ear's looking pretty good. Well, we need some shading up here too. Well, that elephant, he's looking pretty good. What do you think, Okie doke? All right. Well, let's put this other ear in. Just stay loose like that when you're drawing. You don't need to bear down, just real loose lines. All right, well, let's make this ear real dark. See, the light's coming from here, and we can, it would hit the back of that ear, yeah, and I think that ear would be pretty dark in there. So let's make it darkest up here, and get lighter as you get away. There we go. And we could even put some little bit up here. There we go. All right, well, now let's put in the rest of the body on this elephant. He's kind of, we'll put some hair on him, so the way to do that, I'm going to make it a lot up here. I want his head to pop out, and it's the most interesting part of the elephant to me. So I'm going to put a lot of dark around the light, and it'll make him pop out and get lighter and lighter with fewer and fewer lines as you get further away. All right, he's looking pretty good. Well, now let's wrap the rest of his body around here. And this elephant needs a tail, so we'll put a real little tail on here. There, just one big circle, notice. Yeah, that's pretty simple, huh? Okie doke. Yeah, Well, now let's put in some of his legs, some wrinkles on here. We'll put in some of his little toes. Put in this leg. All right. Well, the next thing we got to do is put some shading on there to make them look a little clearer so you can tell what things are. Boy, he's looking kind of heavy. How'd you like to have that guy sit on you? Okay, let's put in, this leg is going to be further away, so let's make this leg real dark. We're going to put a lot of black on that leg. Yeah, that looks good, huh? Okie doke. Well, I think I can put some more wrinkles on here. And we can shade this leg a little bit. Now this leg we want to make real dark. It's back behind there. Oh, there we go. That elephant's looking pretty good. Now, one of the last things we could do is just put a little bit of shading back behind him. That pops them out a little bit better. And, well, I guess the next thing you want to do, you could do something kind of fun. How about we put in, let's put in, I know, let's put in a little, here we go. We can put a little mouse up there to scare the elephant. All right. Well, the last thing you want to do is just get out your eraser, erase some of those pencil lines. Get any kind of eraser you want. Get some of those lines, and you'll have a finished elephant.